It's sealed. It's never been opened. Superman is bound. I don't know how, these things hold back Superman. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. My name is Kevin. We're in the Commonwealth cabin. I'm looking out my window here and I see Reagan has just brought out the chickens. I don't mean that we have 3 big chickens. We had 5, I think. Now they're dancing out there. They're trying to distract me. I better focus. I have to put some in this window right here. We got 8 little chicks. Long story. Let's talk about what's sold today. Hey, one of our $100 buy video games, PlayStation 2, well into the profit, like $500 into the profit, maybe more at this point. I decided not to track that sale because so many of them were going to end up in the booth, which I checked today, and we had more video game sales in the last maybe 10 days than I've had in a long time. So I hope the strategy I had for the booth is paying off a little bit, which is, there's not a lot of people that go in there looking for video games. But a lot of times they'll bring family members that aren't interested, younger folks, and they'll find those. And then they now have a place where they know they can go and find video games for cheap that they didn't know of before. And mine are pretty cheap because basically I buy in lots, pick the good ones off, sell them on eBay. Not that this is a great one, $7 plus shipping. But, it's worth my time to sell. And then I take all the $1, $2, $3, $4 games and stick them in the booth. All right, this one, can you see me here? Is from the video that just aired on Commonwealth Picker. It aired on Wednesday and it was called They Wouldn't Sell Me Their Kids Video Games. And I paid $5 for it. And this, well, a lot of times this stuff isn't worth that much money, but certain ones are. Obviously, if you watch Lonnie's show, this type of stuff a lot of times sells for a lot of money. Designed by Alex Ross, sculpted by Tim Bruckner. It's not in perfect condition. The box has a little bit of wear. But it's sealed. It's never been opened. Superman is bound. I don't know how, these things hold back Superman, but anyway, really strong. Must be made out of kryptonite, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I paid $5 for it, and it sold for $34 plus shipping. Hey, Dr. Demento, I've belabored this thing forever and ever and ever, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, other than I paid a penny. It's going to cost $2.80 to ship, and we sold it for $6.71. Haven't sold one of these in a while. There you go. Danny May. It is a Smushy Mushy. Paid 50 cents for these. Sold a bunch for $12, $13, and they're 4-ounce shippers. But this one took forever to sell, and it had to go on a 15% promotion there, discount. $7.61 free shipping. So we're still making money on the worst of the worst, the stragglers. And we're already well into the profit, so, maybe $3. All right, here's a fish finder, Piranha Max 175. The package was opened, but it was new, has never been used, and I figured it would sell. I think they had $30 on it at a sale. It hasn't aired yet. And they had some sports equipment stuff as well, and I figured I'd bundle it together to get a little bit better deal on this and take the other stuff to Play It Again Sports or sell it off to Play It Again Rick. And I just happened to see Play It Again Rick that day at another sale. And actually, that part aired on Wednesday as well. I'm like, hey, I got some stuff in my trunk. You want to buy it? And I actually sold this stuff to him at the same price that I bought it for. But because I did that, I got a discount on this for bundling it, and it kind of worked out pretty well. I could have taken it to Play It Again Sports and made a little bit, maybe doubled, tripled my money. But you know what? He gives me some information sometimes on stuff I would buy. And so I'm happy to help them out like that. So anyway, that's what we did on this one. And I think it was 30 and maybe a discount, maybe $25. And it sold for 70 plus shipping. So it's not a bad, maybe $35 profit or so. All right, we continue to make a bunch of money on these pipes. This is a Regal pipe. I'm not even sure what it says. A lot of times, hey, if you don't have one of these, it's a good idea to grab one. I had a video on the Commonwealth Picker channel. I think one on this channel too about jewelry, and I'm no jewelry expert. Matter of fact, I've made some mistakes. But last summer, I found $900 worth of gold and a little bit of silver. I did really good. This far, I've been shut out. I haven't done anything this summer. I haven't found one piece of gold. Have found a couple pieces of silver, but it's not worth too much, silver jewelry. But getting a jeweler's loop, and I carry it with me when I'm out at garage sales so I can use it. You can also use the magnifier on your phone, but I find this is a little easier. But I have a couple in here. I have a magnet as well, and I do have an affiliate link for that, but you know, they're like next to nothing. So if you want to find the one that I buy, though, they're on there, and that's in the description. But these I use because I can't read these things. Can't read them at all, so I just use this little thing, and that's how I figure them out. It's how I figure out the little action figures as well. So having a magnifying glass, or let me know, for you old folks, or for you young folks out there, or you old folks like me, let me know if you have a ring, a jeweler's loop out there to help you identify things. Just reminding me, I never told you what this sold for. This sold for $27 plus shipping. Pure profit at this point. It came from the unexpected. No, it didn't. It came from the exact change sale. So there's a garage sale we went to where a lady, this is on Commonwealth Picker, a lady wanted only exact change because she was selling off her inventory. She was an eBayer and didn't want to have any close contact with anybody. So she was up on her little balcony there, and she had her little box, and you would put the exact change in the box, and that was it. So I called it the exact change sale. All right, there it is. $23 profit, you know, give or take a little bit. $794 so far profit from that exact change sale. And that was the very last garage sale I went to for the day. So every picker in the world had already been there, which reminds me a little bit of when I get to show y'all my videos and then people comment about what I missed. And I'm not offended by that at all. It just amazes me how much stuff is out there that we miss, even us experienced pickers. And I think this whole process, listening to you, has made me a better picker. And I hope you can say that as well, but it's a great experience, and thank y'all. And I've got some heads up lately on a few items that I'm like, really? No way. And I look it up, and sure enough, it's a seller. All right, Sophie just knocked on my door. She came in to visit. She hadn't said hi in a while. You want to say hi? She's sick of the chickens out there. But you know what? You're going to have to go back out there again. It's all right. All right, here is another one that came from that sale, $5 as well. But this one, the gender pay gap, is $24. So I think Superman was 30. What was Superman? 32. So she's only worth 34. I don't know. But man, I wouldn't want to run into her. It is also a Alex Ross and Tim Bruckner sculpted figure. All right, here's a item that came from a sale, one of my favorite sales, maybe of all time. I didn't track it because it was going to be a really hard one to track. But this was the Picker's Paradise sale. It's the one with the Farrah Fawcett poster in the thumbnail. And this one took forever. We aired this sucker out, boy. I stuffed all of the fabric softeners up the sleeves, in the pockets, in the crevices. I would hang it up out here on nice days, windy days, and then I'd take it in maybe if it rained. This thing, and of course I'd keep it out of the sun so I didn't want it to fade. And this thing was outside for probably 2 weeks, on and off, on and off, on and off, before I felt comfortable enough with it. And it smells pretty darn good. Now, I don't know about good, but it doesn't smell bad. Let's put it that way. $40 for this one. It's a 40R. It's an older one, made in the USA. So I thought it would sell a little quicker, to be honest with you. But it still sold pretty good. This one sold for $40 plus shipping, or $39 plus shipping. All right, here is a lot from the Unexpected Jackpot sale. It's got one G.I. Joe figure, and then a bunch of figures either I couldn't identify or identified, and they're not worth much of anything. So a bunch of misfits, if you will. And so I just put them in one lot because I was able to put G.I. Joe in the title. Because there's one G.I. Joe. It's not the greatest G.I. Joe in the world. I can't even remember what it is, to be honest with you. But I have his name in there, whatever it is. It's not even in this store. I sold this out of the Homeschool Hustler store. So it does have a couple of G.I. Joe torso parts and stuff, but nothing amazing. And I figured, you know what? I could get a little bit more if I put this up on auction, because I figured I could sell that figure for about 8 or 9. It's not a really great one. And I just put it up for auction, and it got $12.50 plus shipping, I think. Nice little trick to use every once in a while. It's not really a trick, but you know, if you can put 2 different things in that searchable title, you get more people to come in and look. So to put G.I. Joe in there, it helps sell those other things off. All right, I am going to grab 2 things from back here, and then I'm going to show you a viewer gift. We have a bunch of viewer gifts that have come in lately, and I promise I'll get to them all. So if you sent something, just keep on watching and we'll get there eventually. All right, this is a radio that came from a sale last fall, and I paid $5 for it, and it took a long time to sell. It's for a Ford Explorer, I think. $30 plus shipping. All right, next one is right here, I think. It is in the Washington SKU, and that's not it. Maybe it's not in here. Ah, here they are. We are in the pure profit on this deal, paid $30. I think this might actually be, oh no, this video is coming out soon. It's coming out probably Saturday or Sunday. And these sold for $13 plus shipping. All right, had a viewer send us something which is really, really kind to the P.O. Box. I've had a few people ask me about the P.O. Box lately. If you look at the video description, you'll find it there. P.O. Box 1427. Let's take a look. All right, it is from Sean. Sean McLeod at Bargain Resell. And I'll read it to you real quick. He says, I want to personally thank you for always providing great content and advice to new and old resellers or resellers that have been reselling for a while. My wife Shauna and I have watched your YouTube channel since last fall. Wow, you've been around a while. Thank you. I work full-time as well, but we do this to supplement our income. I know how difficult it is trying to balance work, home, and more work as well. You and your family are always a blessing to watch. Thank you. That's very kind of you. We live in North Carolina, so I decided to send you a commercial plate from 1991. Ironically, your last plate is the first state, the state of Delaware. And hopefully it's not my last plate. It won't be, because I can tell you right now there's more plates back here. Matter of fact, I think there's another Delaware plate in here, because I know I had at least one more person say they're going to send it. But you guys are amazing. Just think about that. I mean, I'm so grateful to y'all. Every single state is represented in here at this point, and Washington, D.C. So, I mean, just incredible. Every state has a SKU, or every bin has a SKU. Some SKUs are in different spots. Like we have a SKU. Let me see if I can find one here for you. Like right here, of course, these bins are their own SKUs. And then we have some SKUs over here as well. And some up in each of these little, each spot up here is its SKU. So you guys have just been amazing to us, and we really do appreciate it. And this one will find a SKU as well. This will find an awesome place in here. This is a neat looking plate. I just love, some of my favorite ones are like this one. That contrasting color. I just really like them. So this will become a SKU. I'm debating whether we want to make this a SKU or not, like we did with the DC ones. So the DC, everything that goes on there is going to be that. And then eventually this over here will probably be, this is unlisted at this point, but it's going to all be listed. And I'll keep all the unlisted stuff somewhere else. Or maybe we'll put it on one of those bins down there that needs a SKU. At any rate, Sean, thank you so much. We do appreciate it. Very, very kind of you. P.S. Our store and YouTube channel have the same name, Bargain Resell. No video posted yet, but it's coming soon. All right. Keep us updated. Hey, we have a Homeschool Hustler store sale. And who's that?
Baby Simba, I think.
Baby Simba. That's right. I can't remember what they're called exactly, but I paid 33.3 cents for that, Reagan. And sold it for, I think, 9 plus shipping, maybe 8. I can't remember. Yeah. So we'll make like $6-7 on it, something like that. And we had a couple of sales out of the CommonwealthPicker.com store. Why don't you tell us about those?
We had sales from Mike, Ron, and Edward, and now we are out of Edsel Gray.
That's right. And you'll notice 2 stickers got bought. I think your little sad, sappy face the other day sold a sticker. So what do you got to say about that?
Thank you, but make sure to go and get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
All right, baby girl. See you later.
Injury. I've been full-time since October of last year. My wife, Heather, is a respiratory therapist who has been working very hard during the pandemic. We make a date every night when she gets home to watch her videos.
Yeah, I thought we ran out of these Against All Odds History of Israel DVD sets. We didn't. And we're into these for pennies, literally, 2 or 3 cents a piece. So for $13, free shipping, $2.80 to ship plus fees. So, the profit's around pretty close to $8. the second oldest shirt in my store, long sleeve shirt in my store, and it's American Eagle Pearl Snap, if there is such a thing, and it says vintage fit, which is nice because you can put vintage in the title and not be lying, even though it's not vintage. And it sold for $13.81. I take it back, it sold for $13.44. It sold on a 15% clearance. Now, I wouldn't have bought this shirt to sell it. It's not a great brand to sell. I mean, some American Eagle stuff I suppose is, but not much. And I wouldn't have bought it to sell it, but it wasn't something I bought. This was Bubba's. This was Jacob's, my oldest boys. And so since it was free to me, I'm like, you know what, I'll sell it, what the heck. So even at this, you know, figure it's about an $8 profit, maybe a tick less than that, because I didn't pay anything for it. Although somebody paid for it. More than likely it was Blue Ridge Granny that paid for this thing. Hey, you often see me pick up baseballs at garage sales. If it's just a run-of-the-mill baseball leather cover, I'll take it and give it to the team that I coach, or I have coached over the years, so I buy a lot of baseballs. But whenever I come across, this is a Major League Baseball, and this is a Carolina League Baseball. They're the same baseball, essentially. There may be a few minor differences, but they're, no pun intended, but they're pretty much the same baseball. Although the controversy is that one ball is a little bit more explosive. That would be the big league ball. I'm not getting into all that. Anyway, 25 cents a piece. I bought them at the same sale. Put them together in very rough condition. Sold for $9.81 plus shipping. So it's still going to be like a $7 to $8 profit on these guys. Hey, I have an In-A-Man going out to Matthew. Thank you very much. Been selling on eBay for about a year now. And between you, Lonnie, Justin, Matt, I have learned a lot. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for watching, and we hope this guy does the trick for you. All right, here is a message. It's on my phone here because it wasn't in the messaging. It was in the messaging system as opposed to on the sale. And I hope I pronounce your name right. It's Ollie or Oli. And he said, aloha from Hawaii. Just wanted to say mahalo or thank you for the videos that you put out consistently. They really inspired me to start selling as well. I watch your show so much that I find myself humming your theme song or plucking your theme song on my guitar between sales. LOL. That's awesome. I love it. Keep up the great work. Would you mind autographing the doll? Really appreciate it. Aloha. And then, boy, thank you. Till next time, take care. Can I tell you something? You know, I'm a history teacher, so I love the history of Hawaii. I don't know, there's something about unique spots and unique areas, and there's certainly one there when we talk about Hawaii, and their history intrigues me. Your history intrigues me quite a bit from, you know, before Captain Cook shows up. Even before that, I love studying that history and understand. It's a culture we don't know much about still to this day, some of the early stuff, and the Polynesians coming across the Pacific from the other direction, unless you believe the other theories out there. So anyway, just wanted to say thank you and mahalo to you as well. One going out to George, one going out to Liz, and one going out to Ashley, and this is the last one for the day. It says, hello, my family and I love to watch your channel. We are also pickers and flippers, and my wife is quitting her corporate career and going full-time on eBay the 31st. We've recently found a set of Pokemon cards at the thrift store for $3.99, sold for $520. My mother-in-law stayed with us to help us watch our 4-month-old and is now addicted to watching your channel. We are sending this to her as a thank you. Will you please sign the In-A-Man to Nanny? N-A-N-I. Thank you. Kindest regards, Stellar Flips. Ashley, thank you. That's very kind. And Nanny, we're sending this off to you for sure. All right, thanks for joining us as always today for this really good day of sales. I like it. So hopefully your sales are going well out there and you guys are staying safe, staying happy, staying healthy, and we'll see you next